Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay.
And I'm L.
Today we're going to talk to you guys about the free agency.
Free agency.
Talk about the aftermath of free agency. A lot has gone on. But before we kick things off, how was your week, L?
Man, it's been a long week. How about you?
Yeah, it's been a long week. Just been working hard, hanging out with family, spending time with family. That's always great. And just been paying attention to what's going on in the NFL right now.
Man, this whole free agency period has been bananas. Like, every time you look up, it's, oh, snap. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of trades, a lot of movement, a lot of teams moving on to new teams. A lot of players getting released or cut. Just a lot going on right now. Crazy.
Definitely.
But we're gonna get into it. First, we're gonna start off with the top free agents that are available at this moment. I know the market is getting dried up, but there's still some good quality players out there. Still a few big names out there, so we'll give those names.
Yeah, it has been. It is. First, we got Justin Simmons, the safety. He previously played for the Broncos. You got Tyron Smith. He's an offensive tackle. He played for the Cowboys. You got Mike Williams for the Chargers, was a beast. Still out there looking for a home. Case Young, who played for us, he looking for a home or ready to come back. Stephon Gilmore, still a good cornerback. You got Jadavion Clowney, still can do some damage. Quandre Diggs was a shocker to me. Julian Blackman, he's out there. And Xavier Howard, still a good quarterback. Tre'Davious White.
You can stop at number 2. Yeah, Tre'Davious White. Those are big names out there. They're still available. What are some landing spots you have for these big name players?
For Justin Simmons, I think Seattle would be a good pickup for him. They need somebody, especially without Jamal Adams. So, and he still produced very well. He needs a new change of scenery. I know he's tired of that mountain air up in Denver.
Yeah, I like Justin Simmons. I think he's the top free agent available right now as well. I agree with you there. My landing spot for him, I have 2 in mind. I like your landing spot with the Seahawks. I was gonna go with them as well, but I'm gonna come up with my own landing spots. Number 1, I got the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they are trying to go all in right now. They got Russell Wilson. They signed Patrick Queen, the linebacker from the Ravens. They traded away Deontay Johnson. They got some draft picks for him. They got Dante Jackson, the cornerback from Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a nice little cornerback duo with him and Joey Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And Minka Fitzpatrick at the other safety spot. But if they fill the other safety spot with Justin Simmons, I feel like they'll take their defense to the next level. And you still have T.J. Watt, too, who's been balling.
As far as offensive tackles are concerned, Tyron Smith, he's still a decent tackle. I think he needs to go somewhere. I wouldn't want to go to the NFC. I would want to go to the AFC. So I would say he should go to like the Raiders or New England, somewhere like that, someone that needs his experience.
I get you there, but I think he wants to move over to a team that he could be successful with in the playoffs and then come Super Bowl time. So I'll throw the Kansas City Chiefs out there. They need a left tackle. Who's their left tackle? I think his name is Donovan Smith. He's a free agent too as well. He's available. But they have a hole at their left tackle spot. They can use Tyron Smith. Of course, he come back to the Cowboys. Even though the market is getting dried up, maybe Tyron felt like he was going to earn some more money out there. But however free agency is looking right now, I think these guys that are available now are not going to get paid a lot of money. Like, teams are already spending up most of their cap space, majority of their cap space. So they will get probably like the bare minimum, probably veteran minimum type deals. I don't expect another like blockbuster sign for a lot of money, sign for a lot of years.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like some of these players are gonna be signed to like 1-2 year deals.
I agree. And even at that point, like these players that are on this list, they can need a home. They don't really need all of the big circumstances and all that. They need a home. So if any of y'all want them, they out there. Definitely out there.
What are your landing spots for Chase Young?
It's kind of hard because I think he will be good back with us, but he didn't produce well enough. So I think he needs to go somewhere where he can produce. Maybe the expectations were too high when it came to us, but he needs somewhere where he can produce.
I like him in Detroit. Him opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. I feel like that would be good. They need another edge rusher in Detroit. I'm surprised Detroit didn't go after Daniil Hunter when he was available. But I guess the Texans must have offered Hunter more money, so he took the better deal. But I feel like you bring Chase Young in there to compete for that other defensive end spot, right defensive end. I feel like that would be a good fit for him. I think Baltimore may be a good fit for him. Can't never have too much talent in Baltimore, and they love defensive linemen in Baltimore.
Yeah, I agree. That would be nice too. Quandre Diggs. I like him. I think he would be a good pickup for us. He would be a good pickup. Carolina. Even Dallas.
Yeah, Quandre Diggs, that would be nice. I feel like he still has something left. I feel like he'll do a better job than Jaron Curse, who is also I think he's a free agent, or if he's not a free agent, we need to make him one. But
I agree.
I feel like he'll be a good fit with us. We could talk about one more player and then we can move on.
Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard. I think he's still a good player. He might have declined a little bit, but that don't stop nothing. Let him get healthy, and it's all it's up, as the younger generation says.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's still a solid veteran corner, and any team that needs a veteran corner on their team, I feel like that's good. A few teams to mention. Number one, Philadelphia Eagles. They need help in their secondary. You still have Bradbury. You still have Darius Slay. You can use a third corner. And maybe move Bradbury. I wouldn't move Slay. Maybe move Bradbury to the third cornerback spot, and then you have your little three-man rotation at corner. And that would be a solid little cornerback group. Another team has been mentioned a lot, and they've been big spenders in free agency, is the Houston Texans. Derek Stingley Jr., he needs a mentor. And I feel like Xavier Howard is one of the best players available that could be a mentor to Derek Stingley Jr.
I agree. He does need a mentor.
All right. So we gave you guys the top free agents available. If you have any other names, please mention in the comment section of our video once this video is available. We're gonna move to winners. I'm gonna talk about the winners of free agency, and then L, he's gonna talk about the losers of free agency. So we each got a little time to shine right here. So I'll start it off with the winners. First winner I have is the Houston Texans. I feel like they did a great job putting talent around C.J. Stroud. They traded for Joe Mixon. They traded for Joe Mixon. They only had to give away a 7th round draft pick to get Joe Mixon. And I feel like that's good for a running back like Mixon. He's a 1,000-yard rusher. He catch the ball at the backfield. I feel like he's a better all-around running back than Devin Singletary, who was their starter last year. So I feel like they did a great job upgrading the running back position. Next, they re-signed Dalton Schultz. I feel like that was a great deal. Especially for a young quarterback to have a security blanket, a tight end that they can go to on third down, which I think Stroud has and Schultz. So that was good also. Danico Autry, he's defensive tackle. He's pretty good against the run, so they needed that in Houston. Then the big signing, Danielle Hunter. You have Danielle Hunter on one side and Will Anderson Jr. on the other side.
Man, that's bananas.
You know the potential is there with Anderson, but you know what you're getting in Danielle Hunter. He's a double-digit sack guy. I think he's been a double-digit sack guy throughout his whole career.
Oh, wow.
And then lastly, the last addition they made was the linebacker from Tennessee, Azeez Al-Shamir. I feel like that's a good pickup. He's a good linebacker. He has history with D'Amico Ryans. He used to be the linebacker for your San Francisco 49ers, I think, a couple of seasons ago when Ryans was your defensive coordinator. So I feel like that's good there to have some familiarity with each other there. But how do you feel about Houston as being winners of free agency?
They definitely did their thing. That's what they're supposed to do. Go after the best available talent. As for the losers...
Hold on, I'm not doing yet, bro. Then we'll move to the next winner I have is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, getting Russell Wilson. And then today they traded Kenny Pickett for, I believe, a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick to the Eagles. I feel like that's good. You acquire more draft picks. And then signing Patrick Queen, the linebacker from Baltimore. You got your middle linebacker. Also part of the Kenny Pickett trade. No, that wasn't part of the Kenny Pickett trade. That was a separate trade. The Deontay Johnson trade, when they acquired Dante Jackson, the cornerback. I felt like that was a good move as well. But what are your thoughts about the Steelers as being winners?
The Steelers winning, that's what they're supposed to do. They always have a great defense. I've never known them not to have a great defense. I think they're going all in right now.
Yeah, they're definitely going all in. They're going to be one of those interesting teams to watch going into next season because the draft still hasn't made it here yet, you guys. So a lot of these teams we're talking about, they can still add on to what they did in free agency and the draft. So it'll be very interesting here. I have 2 more winners, and then we're going to move over to L. He's going to talk to you guys about the losers. Next up, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. Pains for me to say it, but the Eagles have one of the best front offices in the NFL. They
do.
They're not scared. They're not scared to get talent, whatever the cost may be. They're willing to bite the bullet and do what they have to do in order to secure that player. But Saquon Barkley, that was a great deal for them. I know there are questions along the offensive line with the retirement of Jason Kelsey, but that maybe they'll find him a center in the draft or something, maybe. Then we get an edge rusher, Bryce Huff, from the Jets to add to the rotation with their edge rushers they already have, and Hassan Riddick and Josh Sweat. I feel like that's a good move as well. They signed Devin White yesterday from Tampa Bay, the linebacker. So that was veteran linebacker in the room. I know they had Shaquille Leonard, but that didn't go too well last year. So hopefully they feel like it'll be a better go around with this veteran linebacker and Devin White. And then lastly, they got C.J. Gardner-Johnson back, the safety. He spent last year with the Detroit Lions, but they got him back. So hopefully that can help fortify that secondary. Hopefully he can strengthen that secondary. But what are your thoughts on the Eagles?
Man, the Eagles, they came to play. They definitely came to play. They came to play. They trying to get them another ring. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then the last team I have as winners is the Washington Commanders. They're big spenders in free agency as well. They signed Austin Eckler. And then they poached a few of our Cowboys players. Tyler Biotish, the center. Dorrance Armstrong, pass rusher. Dante Fowler, pass rusher. They also acquired Bobby Wagner. They signed Bobby Wagner. And they signed Jeremy Chin, the safety hybrid from Carolina. So I see what Darren Quinn's trying to do here. He's trying to get players that are familiar with his scheme so they can help teach his scheme to the younger players or to whoever else they bring in into free agency. So I get it. You want players familiar with your scheme so it could be a smooth transition. But he did a good job. He did a good job of acquiring talent. I like to pick up an Eckler as well. He's a good running back. Good dual threat running back. Can run and catch the ball in the backfield. I like the signing of Jeremy Chin as well. He's that safety hybrid that Dan Quinn likes. That he tried with Dallas, but it worked for a little bit. But then come playoff time, it just wasn't cutting it. He's using safeties like 100% of the time. Line up as linebackers, that's not good. I like it when you mix and match guys. And Jeremy Chin is actually a good player at both positions, as safety and linebacker. But I hope he keeps him mainly at safety. Don't make him a full-time linebacker like he did in Dallas with Marquise Bell and Wanye Thomas. Please don't do that to Jeremy Chin because he has the talent and he's still young. But what are your thoughts on the Washington Commanders?
They playing catch up, basically. They know that they've been in their division for the past few years. It's always been them in New York, the Giants. So they just trying to make it a little bit more competitive in their division.
Yeah. All right. I hope you guys enjoy my list of winners. If you agree or disagree, let us know in the comments. But on to you, Il, with the losers.
The losers I have are the San Francisco 49ers. The reason why I say that is because they got Kendricks. He verbally committed, then he declined and came to the Cowboys. I don't know why he did that. I'm so confused.
It's because of Mike Zimmer, bro. Trust me. If we didn't have Mike Zimmer, he would have been a 49er.
Okay. All right. Next, we have the New York Giants because they let their best player go without no compensation. They didn't get no compensation. Man, that was crazy. You crazy. What you thought about that?
Yeah, the Giants, they're definitely losers. Even though they made a trade for Brian Burns,
Mm-hmm.
which I think it was a great trade. Uh, they got another pass rusher too, opposite of Kayvon Thibodeau, and somebody else along the defensive line. I just can't think of them right now.
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence. So that's a nice little three-headed monster along your defensive line. But to go back on Saquon, I feel like he did a horrible job. I mean, it was too much. They couldn't do much because he's a free agent, so he was free to go anywhere. But if he would have at least signed the franchise tag with them, maybe they could have tag and trade him. But he didn't want to sign a franchise tag, so it's not nothing else for them to do. But maybe they'll replace him in the draft because Devin Singletary, he's not it. They signed him, but he's not a starter to me. He's a change of pace back, like a good backup running back. He's not a starter though.
Gotcha. Next on my list, I would say the Carolina Panthers. They just been going downhill. They just going downhill. It started off last year and it's continuing. What's your thoughts on Carolina?
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Bryce Young. Sorry, Carolina fans, but I feel like he could have did more to help him in free agency.
The draft?
Yeah, but the draft's not here yet, so gotta wait till the draft gets here first. Deontay Johnson, he's a nice pickup, but he's like a solid number 2 receiver. He's not number 1. I would have liked for him to go after somebody like Calvin Ridley or what was another big free agent? I mean, big wide receiver that got
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, but he's kind of like on the decline. But it's another receiver that got traded. I just can't think of him right now. But maybe come back to me later. But I mean, even if they would have traded for Keenan Allen, which the Bears did, which I think was a great trade, for whoever that quarterback would be. But Carolina.
Or Mike Williams.
Yeah, he's out there.
He's out there.
They can sign him. That's a guy we forgot to mention. But yeah, Brian Burns. I feel like they could have got like a first round draft pick, a second round draft pick.
Something they could have made it worthwhile.
I did have got like a 3rd and 5th round or something like that. But I feel like they could have done better.
Next, I would say the Seattle Seahawks, because their defense is not up to par. It's not up to par. They keep losing way more than what they're gaining.
Yeah. It's not looking good for Seattle in terms of defensively. Like, their defense don't scare me at all. It's like I can't even name a player off of their defense right now.
Neither can I. Next, I would say Minnesota. Them losing Kirk Cousins made them, and Daniel Hunter kind of put them on the back burner a little bit. But definitely losing Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Minnesota are big losers because they don't have a running back. They don't have a quarterback. Can't name nobody off of their defense now since Daniel Hunter is gone. They still got Harrison Smith, but he's older. But they definitely entering a rebuild in Minnesota. I would like to see them trade for a quarterback. Like a Justin Fields, but I don't know. Maybe they don't have the draft picks to pull it off. But I mean, that would be a nice landing spot for him. And there's been rumors that Justin Jefferson may get traded, which I won't be surprised by it at all because the man wants to win and he wants. Y'all don't have a quarterback in house that he's confident in right now. So I totally understand if he wants to request a trade out of Minnesota.
As do Last I would say, well, it's not a team, it's a person. Kenny Pickett, they had high hopes for him, and he didn't produce well enough.
He has baby hands, bro.
I don't care. Still I produce.
Man, I saw a meme on Twitter. You know the Arthur meme where he has fist balled up?
Yeah.
Somebody shrinked his fist. And like, this is Kenny Pickett when he got traded.
That's horrible. That's freaking horrible. But yeah, that's my list for now on the team on the losers.
That's a great list. If y'all agree or disagree, let us know in the comments. But back to Kenny Pickett though. I feel like he has a chance at second redemption with the Eagles. 3 year and all with Jalen Hurts. He's struggling.
He's not starting. He's not even gonna get in the game till trash minutes.
I know, but hear me out first.
Go ahead.
I feel like Jalen Hurts is entering the Carson Wentz dilemma.
Oh, where it was like, he's good, but we don't know.
Yeah. I feel like he's entering that. And I don't think it's gonna get better with him because his offensive play caller is Kellen Moore. You saw what Kellen Moore did in Dallas, bro. He's trash.
I didn't see nothing because I didn't pay attention to Dallas like that. But I'm gonna take your word for it.
Kellen Moore is trash, bro. So I don't expect Jalen Hurts to
last long.
Yeah, I don't expect to see him improving as a quarterback. I just feel like his coaching staff is gonna fail him, and we'll see how he is from the recovery because they say he was dealing with an injury during the season. That affected his running ability, but we'll see. But you don't know, bro. It could be a quarterback controversy. Maybe not this season coming up, but the season after that.
Well, we'll see.
So I totally get the point of why Philly traded for Kenny Pickett. Don't forget Kenny Pickett's still a first round talent too. So
we'll see.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. We have a poll out on YouTube right now. Who are the winners of free agency? Right now, the Houston Texans are leading. Everybody's voting with Houston at 50%. But go look on our YouTube channel. Go to the community section, and you will find the poll there. You can vote. I left it open. I didn't put a limit on it, so it's open until, whenever I want to close it or if I want to delete it. But y'all go and vote on that. But I appreciate y'all supporting us. We're getting our subscribers up. We at 58 right now.
Let's go.
The small goal is 100. That's what I want to get to. Within the next couple of months, I want to get to 100 subscribers. So please help us out on that. Please like and subscribe to this video. Share the channel with your family and friends. And we'll continue to
drop heat.
Drop that fire. Drop that fire content. And I'm enjoying this free agency, and I can't wait for the draft.
Me neither. The draft is on the way. The wait will be over soon.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned for that. We definitely gonna have something for y'all for the draft. But y'all be safe out there, and y'all have a blessed and safe weekend.